If you love the outdoors, we've got an expert here. It's great to see business owners taking on the challenge of starting a business and really making an impact in our community. Stay tuned, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Your Little Castle Show. Again, I'm one of the luckiest guys on the planet here. I get to highlight those leaders in our community, starting businesses from scratch, coming out and putting it all on the table and saying, let's see if we can make an impact on our little planet here. I love the outdoors. Guys, so I had a go-kart, I had a mini bike, fishing rods, canoes, little bitty boats. We go floating all the time at our little location. That Merrimack River has gotten to be quite a fun place for everybody. Been on the Mississippi, right out there, 521, all the great areas out here, but the great outdoors. With that, there's a lot of money spent in this industry. We know some guys who started some big stores like this, and they're multi-billionaires, I think.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to keep up here, but do a great job and great inventory, great product, you guys here. What's one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're going to buy stuff like this? Is it something I think you really help people? You've got the expertise in-house versus they will just buy something on a whim, might not even be really what they need. Tell me what the mistake people make often is.
Well, I think a lot of times if you can't find it locally in a store, you're buying online. Biggest mistake is not so much your mistake, but maybe the seller's mistake. You're not getting what they're advertising. You can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't look at it in person. You get it, you're disappointed, or it doesn't fit quite what you were thinking you were gonna use it for. So that's the biggest thing for us is the brands that we carry that nobody else is carrying. You normally had to order online for this area. You can come in and see them, touch them, feel them, get our opinions on them, and then kind of tell us what you're going to do with it and get you maybe switch to something else if it doesn't work.
Yeah, back to that hands-on, you really understand what the products offer, how they work, and can help somebody consult. You consult with them to make sure they make the right decision. And you're located, like I said, not too far. You're 25 minutes from. If you had to go down to Busch Stadium and watch a Cardinal game, what's the overall drive there? Is that 40 minutes, 45 minutes?
Well, no, it's probably more like an hour and 20 minutes.
Is that far?
Troy, Missouri, from here, St. Charles is probably 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, that's cool. But, yeah, in the St. Louis area here, but something that people as a resource. Is there a lot of good game and wildlife in the area you're at? There's a lot of hunters. That's a kind of a little more open area out there, a little more God's country out there. And you get a lot of people shopping from where you're at.
Exactly. You get out towards Wentzville and that area, there's still a lot of open rural ground.
Okay.
And especially up in Troy where we're at, still a lot of farm ground, a lot of hunters up there. So...
Yeah, lots of people that need your service because they may not have one of the big box stores, even if they wanted to just say, all right, we're going to go to the big guys. We don't.
Yeah.
But you're located right by them, and then get there and make sure you distribute. But you've got stuff coming in to your location from all over the country, if not all over the world.
Yeah.
And you bring all the inventory, all the products to your customers where you're located then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we save people that live north of Troy or outside Troy. We save them a 40-minute trip to St. Charles to buy a pair of waders or whatever.
Right.
So. Yeah, we've got pretty much everything a hunter needs. And if I don't have it on the shelf, I could probably order it and get it for you.
There you go. And you would know what to order, too, back to that expertise in many years. But you've been involved. How long have you been enjoying the outdoors? How long have you been a hunter? Is this since you were a kid, too?
Yeah, since I was a kid. Started my kids out at 5, 6 years old. So, yeah, we've been in it a long time.
Know what you're doing, then, if you've been doing it for that long. And it's nice to see you starting a company, a business that can help people get access to this stuff from wherever you're at around that St. Louis, St. Charles, Troy area to give people the access they need to get into this stuff. This is neat. Getting into the outdoors, everybody. We're a little bit tired of everybody's on their cell phone, everybody's texting. They don't even look up from their phone. But now you get out there and cast a rod or pull an arrow and enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah, get away from the screens, get outside, enjoy the fresh air and Mother Nature, and it revives the soul, as they say.
Write that one down, everybody. Revives the soul. Get out there. Get connected with Mother Nature. That's something that helps us all keep a little grasp on what we're really here. Pretty soon they say we're all going to live in the cloud and all that stuff. It's going to be a scary world where you got coming here. But nice to see somebody helping us stick around with that outdoors. personal consumers mostly? Do you have any big companies that buy from you? Or any other shops that buy from you, or big stores that buy from you, or other?
No,
distributors?
no stores or
The home meat?
distributors. We sell to a lot of duck clubs.
Okay.
These guys, you pay a membership to be it's kind of like a golf course type deal, but for
Okay.
duck hunters. You pay to be a part of the duck club, and they'll buy their decoys from us and stuff. And we service some of them. The whole, from where the confluence of Missouri and Mississippi are all the way up to Hannibal, Missouri, is duck clubs all along the Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of those guys could find you as a great resource. They may not have heard about you, but now that with your name out there and the reputation you got, the reviews, everything. If you missed that first show we had, everybody, Jay really knows what he's talking about here. This is an expert in our community, and if you're looking for somebody, Jason can really help you, and his family's in this too. His son helping him do all this. It's pretty neat to see that family homegrown. What do you like about the area you serve? Obviously, Troy's there's a lot of people that we keep going west. We keep expanding.
Yeah.
So still get yourself plenty of house out there for the price. And so, what do you like about your community and the people that are buying from you out there?
Troy's been great. I don't live in Troy, but very near Troy. But the whole city's been great to us. The neighbors that we have, so the other businesses around us, they're very supportive. Obviously, there's a lot of hunters up there. Everybody that's come in has been great to work with. It's just been an all-around great experience. And Troy's real easy to work with. If anybody out there ever wanting to start a business, Troy's a good place to start.
Yeah, great community. I've got some of my buddies started their businesses in St. Charles, and say, hey, we can grow and put another business out in Troy doing well. What are some of the towns that surround you up there? I mean, is it New Melly up there?
New Melly's to the south of us. So you're talking Bowling Green's to the north,
Okay, yeah.
Silex. Then to the west, you have Hawk Point, Warrenton.
Okay.
And then over to the east, you have Winfield, right along the Mississippi there.
Right.
All very pretty rural areas.
Yeah, and these are all places within 10 or 15 minutes of your location.
Yeah.
And get that great resource there. Tell me, though, how often is it you have somebody who really is new to this whole thing? Or give me an example of somebody you helped that was really stuck, and you're like, oh, boy, we'll help you here. Tell me about a time when you helped somebody out.
Yeah, we had a younger guy come in. His buddy, he'd never duck hunted before. His buddy took him one time, and it's one of those sports where you do it once, you either love it or you hate it. And this guy loved it.
Okay.
So he came in, he bought himself a shotgun, and he wanted to know what kind of ammo we use. There's different shot sizes you can use, and what kind of waders we did, and how do you dress for it, and all that stuff. So he was a great customer, fun to work with. We got to hook him up with the waders and make sure he had the right clothing to keep him warm. Got him the shotgun shells that he needed, and just a real fun guy to work with.
Yeah, so the person who's new to this, you can really help somebody who's never done this before and say, hey, here's everything you need, walking from ground zero to where they're ready to be out there doing it by themselves or with their buddies and catching up with the guys. And
yeah, for sure. Out. Yeah, we can get them fully. I mean, if you have nothing, no equipment other than a shotgun, I can't sell you a shotgun. I don't have any shotguns, but other than that, anything else you need for hunting, we can get you hooked up with.
There you kind of your one-stop shop for everything, except for the guns. The guns, there's plenty of places you can
get there's plenty.
But you help them with all the other stuff. And more important, I mean, you got to be warm and you got to have the right, all the duck decoys, the whole deal, and those bow and arrows, man. Those some of the
bow and arrows. Yeah, we can get you set up with them. We have a lot of beginner archers come in. Jay is great with people. He's been shooting bows since he was a kid. He's really knowledgeable, and he can really help the young people or the first-time bow owner get set up correctly.
How many years of expertise among the three of the guys you got working there with you and the other two guys do you guys bring to the table out in the wilderness doing this for combined between you guys?
A lot. I don't know. I mean, if you count all the years, you're probably talking 100 years of experience.
Okay.
And Jay knows more than I do about archery, and I know more about duck hunting than Jay knows, or bow tech. So, but between the three of us, we can get it done.
Yes, some expertise there. If you're looking to get anything done in this space, you don't want to just walk in and talk to the kid who just got paid $15 an hour. Doesn't know what I love him, but he's starting. But somebody's actually been out there. You said close to 100 years of experience between the three of you, with bows and hunting and all the stuff you need to know. This is not something you want to just say, hey, let's go on a whim and do this stuff, you need some expertise, some advice.
Yeah, you want to get some advice. It comes down to getting good gear. You know, you go out duck hunting and you're wet and cold, you won't like it because it's no fun when you're wet and cold.
Yes, that's something you do not want, but you've got the remedies for all of that too.
We do.
What's been a big challenge you've had to overcome as a business owner? There's lots of challenges running a business. What's something you learned from that was something neat for you, but was a bit of a challenge?
Well, and I've never done retail, so
Okay.
that was a whole story in itself. But
Right.
trying to find the products that you think would sell great, don't sell, and the ones you think, I'll bring it in, but I'm not going to bring a bunch in, they sell out right away. So we're finally getting to the point now after doing this for a while that we can kind of look at something and say, yeah, I think that's going to sell pretty well. And we're not 100% accurate all the time, but we're getting better.
Yeah, nobody's 100% accurate all the time, but
Yeah.
you guys have put in the time to do this. You launched in 2023, so
Yep.
23, 24, 25, 26, coming up in close to 4 years
Yeah.
doing this, and get to the half-decade point, and especially with the expertise you guys bring with your personal history,
Yep.
you can really help some people to get through this. Well, we appreciate that, and there's a lot more that goes into this. I want to show off a little bit of your social media. You've got quite a presence out there and a lot of information for people as well. 1,300 followers out there, and just some great information for people. But stay dry, stay ready. You got to get the right waders. You got your duck calls here. Oh, wow, you got and all kinds of great posts. Who put together these posts for you? These are looking good, man. Somebody.
Yeah, we actually have a marketing company that does that for us. We got to the point where we just couldn't, between my son and I, we just couldn't handle everything. We had to delegate some jobs out, and this is one of them. So,
Yeah, well, if you check out that Facebook page, it's linked off of the website, but check them out if you would like more information to learn about these guys. But they've got some really great professional-looking stuff. I would think you're part of some big national company, but man, you guys keep it home, keep it small, and helping the small home guy who wants to just go out and hunt or fish or do some duck hunting. You've got the whole thing there for everybody to make sure get the gear lined up for them to keep them happy, and lots of great information out there.
Yeah.
636-775-1110. I'll put that up on the screen for everybody. But get a hold. What's the nearest highway intersection for you guys?
Highway 61.
Okay.
Yeah, you just, if you're coming from St. Charles, you go 70 west to 61 north, and you'll be within 15 minutes, you'll be in Troy.
Get off at the Troy exit right there, and
Yeah, you get off at the, South Lincoln Drive exit.
okay.
You can come in that way, or you can go to 47, which is the main exit. Either way, you'll get there. We're on Main Street, downtown Troy.
Okay, yeah, so not too far if you like to get there from the St. Charles area. Anywhere in St. Louis, be there not too long of a drive, but easy to find. Type in your name on the GPS.
Oh, yeah.
It'll pull up and do that. I got the new Tesla now, so I just tell it where to go to, or I can voice it in, and it'll just take me wherever I gotta go. And I do gotta pay attention. Sometimes it gets the wrong path, but 1 out of every 20 rides. But hey, man, stay away from us technology nerds a little bit. Get out there and do some fun in God's beautiful world, and get yourself some nice gear so you can enjoy this little planet we live on. With that, some more fun. Cardinals home opener just happened yesterday, so now you know when we originally recorded this interview here with Jason. But Nino, one of my favorites, he's a superhero because he's overcome some challenge. He plays in Miracle League Baseball. Stay tuned for this. We'll be back in just. Hey everybody, guess what? We get to have fun all the time at the Cardinal games. Before the game, we get to hang out with fun super fans. Say hello to my buddy Nino over here, Brett, Tanya, and Dixie. That's right. Everybody's in the video here. Family coming out to the game. Nino, what do you love about going to Cardinal games?
You love baseball?
Yeah. He loves baseball. Hey, all right. Scoring points with the Cardinal Cowboy.
Yeah, he plays Miracle League baseball.
Do you really?
And he likes to be on the Cardinals team at home.
Yeah.
Wow. Nino, how many times have you been on that team? How many times have you done that?
A lot.
That's a good answer. All right. Dad, what's it like coming to the Cardinal games with your son and your wife and all the fun you get to have down here?
Oh, it's the most fun. I mean, we've been coming since Old Bush. You know, now we've got New Bush Stadium. It's the best baseball town, and it's the most fun. You know, it's fun before the game. The games are always great, and we love it.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking time here. We're at Patios, everybody. This is where the most fun is. I get to wear the full outfit here. I got the pants, the socks, the arch, Nino, Brett, Tanya, and Dixie all here. And we're outside Patios having fun. Hey, say hi to Patios. Stop on by here before Cardinal game, and we'll see you guys soon. Nino, give me some knuckles. There we go. Go Cardinals. Giddy up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwich was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. By now, we are on ABC 5 times a week. So many businesses are loving what we're doing to help them get their name out there. We'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you, and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there's no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Professional video on your website closes more sales by instantly building trust, clearly explaining complex products, and keeping visitors engaged longer. Reducing bounce rate by 34%. It'll help you to gain that credibility, increase engagement, simplify complex tasks, lower your sales friction, and boost your rankings on the search engine. So this is all kind of a no-brainer. See how we've now had over 500 interviews and now almost 250 different business owners. Go to bigleagues.com. That's bigleagues.com. Go to bigleagues.com and get signed up. You can schedule right from there. So there you have it, everybody. And we love to highlight the leaders in our community doing good work. So if you know anybody, have them get a hold of us. Go to bigleagues, bigleagues.com, double G on that. But have them register, come on and sit down with us, and we'll talk to them about their business. With that, Whistlepig Outdoors, Jason here has taken the leap to start a company, competing with some really big companies out there, but doing it faster, bigger, better on a local level here to make sure that people get everything they need for their outdoors. It's just incredible what you're doing there. And we like to see, how has media, you're on the ball here, because I'm like I said, I've seen thousands of websites that I've worked on or built myself. Did the first website ever for the email team for Anheuser-Busch back in 1998, 99. A little bit back, as my first day was November 8th. I remember 6 months after my birthday, back in 1998. But technology, how's it changed? You got a great presence on social media. You got Instagram, Facebook, website. How has technology changed the way you run your business too, with regard to how you fulfill your orders, where you get connected, how you get your products?
Yeah, the online is huge. You got to have online sales, online store to succeed. You can't rely on just the local people nowadays. We started. That was my son's department because I grew up without the internet. I'm lucky if I can turn my computer on. So he does all that. I did a great job with the website, did the social media, and then we finally got to a point where we're busy enough, making sure stuff was stocked on the shelves, ordering stuff for the seasons, and we finally hired a marketing company to take care of it from here on out. So, but we work very closely with them. We have weekly meetings, so that's really helped out. It's kind of freed us up to do other stuff.
Yeah, if you're doing all of the marketing yourself, that can be a lot of work, especially if it's not your area of expertise. But the guys you are using, I can tell you're doing a good job. We hope you take this interview, put it on your social media too, and it'll help you to get the word. We want to help the small guys get big time exposure without having to break the bank. We know, I don't think there's any client we've had on here, any guest we've had on here, who spent $1 million a month or $1 million a year on marketing. We help the small guys and cater them, and we love highlighting the leaders like you in our community, especially somebody who's taken the leap and started a company from scratch. And
Yeah.
everything you're putting together here, this is really neat to see what you've done. With that, tell me those, without naming names, and some people might figure out, but it's just a different ballgame when you've got a small individually owned business versus the big guys. What are some of the mistakes your competitors make that you can help people to not make those mistakes when they're buying their stuff they need?
Well, the big guys, it's the customer service isn't there.
Yeah.
You're paying a guy, and not to their fault. You're paying a guy, minimum wage or whatever it is. He's just there for a paycheck. Some of them might be very passionate about it, but I feel like big corporate America ruins certain things. And, the small guys like us, we want your business. We're hungry for it. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure you're happy when you leave the store.
There you go. I mean, that's what you get when you talk to a small business owner like Jason here and his team. There's three of them working there, and the wife comes in sometimes a little bit part-time.
Yeah.
She's working full-time, but that just shows you're dedicated to make this really happen. That's what we're really trying to highlight for people. Well, tell me, what are the options people have to buy from you? They can buy online. They can come into the store.
Yeah.
You do consulting a little bit. I guess you come to the store and talk to you. What are some of the ways you see people decide to get the merchandise from you?
Yeah, if you're close enough, I highly recommend coming into the store to get that interaction. If you're just too far away, you can't make it. We have a full online store. Everything that's in the store is online, and vice versa. So, and we're as fast as we can be at shipping. I don't let your order sit there in the queue and just sit there for 2 or 3 days. We get them out. A lot of times we're getting them out the same day it comes in to us. So we do our best to get them out quick.
Yeah, well, you're on the ball. So I say, because how many times do we call one of those big stores and we sit there and they go, well, let me transfer it or whatever. And then they sit there and they get on, oh, that's not my area. Let me expect you. Shh. If you got the same kind of products that you're offering, you could get that personal consultation and say, hey, let me call my buddy Jason up here. It makes a lot. Whistlepig, they know what they're doing, and get to the solution much more quickly and get what you need without buying the wrong thing. How often do people do that? What's the biggest question people have, though, when they're ready to buy some stuff? They say, oh, okay, I need this, but, and what I guess it could be across the board, because what do they need, I guess, huh?
Yeah, depending on what they need, what they're going after. Are they duck hunting, deer hunting? Biggest questions is, a lot of guys ask, well, do you use it? If you do, what do you think of it? That kind of stuff. And we're honest with them. If I don't use it, I'm not going to tell you I use it. I'll tell you what I do use, and then you can make your decision from there. Full honesty. I want to sell you. That's the only way we stay in business, but I'm not going to lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah, you're going for that long-term play. Do it right now, maybe
That's
not
right.
make as much money right now, just to kind of bamboozle somebody into the wrong decision just to sell something. But you're saying, hey, here's something, consistency, long-term objective. Hey, do it for the long haul, everybody, and somebody that's dedicated to do that, especially with the background you have with working with big companies and your history.
Yeah.
You know how these things work, or what it is. It's not as personal or as effective. And a lot of people, when they're spending $150 or $200 or $500, that's a big chunk of change to them.
That is.
They want to make sure they're getting the right product.
Yeah, exactly. Especially nowadays, your dollar doesn't go as far as it used to. Yeah, I want to make sure you're happy, 100% happy with the purchase. And if you have issues, we're going to take care of you. You're not going to buy from us and then have an issue and then never hear from us. We're going to make sure we make it right and take care of the customers. I want repeating customers, long-term customers.
There you go. Yeah, it's easier to get somebody who keeps coming back than it is to find a new person.
Yep.
And with your quality and what your service and everything you're offering, you're really giving people a good reason to come back, and you've got that expertise that you go and throw on top of it. But what is kind of the policy? If somebody says something, oh, this didn't work, or what, it depends on the product, but you take care of people ultimately.
Yeah, it depends on the product. I mean, a lot of the manufacturers that we buy from have warranties on their products, depending, you're talking like waders, anywhere from 1 to 3 years, depending on the wader, the manufacturer. Really? Yeah. So if it's a manufacturer defect, we'll have you run through their chain. And if you don't get anywhere with that and you have issues, we're going to take care of you no matter what. I'm going to make sure you're happy, and then I'll take it up with the manufacturer myself. But if you have an issue with something that you bought that there's no warranty, official warranty, you bring it back in or you contact us, and there was an issue with the product, not something that you did, we're going to take care of you.
That's nice. Yeah. See, that's also then if to go up the chain, you are up the chain. There's no let me get hold of the district manager who's going to get hold of the regional manager who's going to get paired to the vice president.
Yeah.
Ultimately to get a decision. And if somebody spent $1,800 on a really nice bow,
yep,
you can make the decision right there on the spot. That make sure, or at least escalate it right back to
well,
the
exactly
manufacturer.
right. Yeah, you're going to talk to one of 3 people. It's going to be me, my partner, which is my son, or Jay the bow tech.
And so, yeah, it doesn't take long for you to get the attention, especially when you're talking to a manufacturer. You've got the connections with the manufacturer.
Yep.
And you can make that connection to get these things taken care of. Ultimately, what gives you the most satisfaction from what you get to do here? What do you love about this?
I love talking to people and meeting new people. We've had people from passing through from Iowa, Georgia, Kentucky, Texas, people passing through going north to northern Missouri to hunt. Talking to them, just meeting everybody that comes to the store. I like talking to people. Sometimes it turns into an hour-long conversation.
Right.
You don't get a whole lot done that day except talking and visiting with them, but that's okay. That's the biggest part of the job that I like. Seeing happy customers, especially come back, and then you get to know them, and they're like a high school buddy. That's the part I enjoy about it.
Well, yeah, the expertise, the excitement, the overall, just like somebody taking the leap to put in here. And how many? You said thousands of products you've got in.
Yeah,
the
we
store.
have a bunch. Yeah.
And so, but they get that personal attention, and if they've got a question, you'll either have the answer or you'll find the answer.
That's
and again,
exactly
not one
right.
of those things where you get put on hold and say, hey, how do we fix this? Well, I don't know. Talk to Bobby. He's also the regional guy, and he's going to help us get this. We'll look it up, and we may get it to you in a couple of weeks, but you'll make sure to take care of your customers and get that personal feel with a small business owner, making sure.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, everybody, you're watching Your Little Castle Show. We love highlighting our leaders, some experts that are making a difference. Stay tuned for more. This is the Your Little Castle Show.